What's up, guys? Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 17 Ultimate Team. And today for you guys, as you can already tell by what is currently sitting on the main menu right here, we have the NFL Combine promo currently active and among us right now in Ultimate Team. And I decided to go ahead and do an episode dedicated towards all of, well, most of the players that are within the NFL Combine promo that we've got going on right now. I'm not going to bring in every single player, but I decided to go ahead and create a team with a lot of these players that are within the promo and see how well they work together once they are all brought together on one team. So you guys can see what the current lineup is looking like. This is only temporary. All of the positions, they will be coming back, of course. Might make some upgrades here and there, but we got a lot of spaces to fill right now. We've got our quarterback, running back, tight end, one of our offensive linemen. We have two of our linebackers, two of our safeties, a cornerback, and our starting right end. So first things first, what I'm going to show you guys right here is we also have some NFL Combine standout players. Now basically what these guys are is you get them out of a set. There's 4 total that you can get out of this set, and they're all 93 overall. So on the auction house, you guys can see the 4 of them. We have a Byron Jones at free safety, Brian Cushing at middle linebacker, we have a Darius Hayward-Bay at wide receiver, and lastly we have Jared Cook, who is of course a tight end. All of these guys are going to be 93 overall. Now, as I was saying, the way that you get this is by coming right here to the Combine Standout set. You need to get 90 of these Combine collectibles. And let me tell you guys, I grinded for this. I went and did the Combine Solo Challenges on a total of 3 accounts. Like I said, I grinded for this, man. Got all of the collectibles. In the end, I needed to get 4 more off of the auction house, which doesn't really cost too much. These collectibles are fairly cheap. And like I said, out of this set, we're going to get one of those 4 players that I just showed you on the auction house, which are the Combine Standout players. Now, of course, number 1 on my list, I would have to say would be Byron Jones. But out of this set, we ended up getting ourselves the 93 Jared Cook, which, you know what, I'll take it in the end. Either way, all the collectibles that I got from doing solo challenges, I'm going to sell this player and make out pretty well. But, you know, this is probably like the 3rd out of the 4 players that I would have liked to get, and just because of how the prices are. But Jared Cook, 90 speed, which is pretty quick at tight end, 86 catching, route running, and catching traffic. Not a bad tight end card to get. Now, going along with this episode for the Combine players, I just have to take a second right here and let you guys know. I have to take a quick second and give a big shout out to my man Mad Skills, who was generous enough to let me go ahead and borrow both of the set masters for the Combine promo. Marcus Mariota and Bruce Irvin, both of them are 96 overall players. He has them in his possession, and he was nice enough, like I said, to go ahead and let me borrow them for this episode. If you are watching this, which I'm pretty sure he is, I have to just thank you again, man. I really appreciate you letting me use these cards. There's no way I would have done this episode if it wasn't for you letting me use these cards. So I'm going to leave his channel in the very top of the description, and right below that, I'm going to leave a link to his video, which he's actually going to be giving away both of these cards. So you guys could win both of this Marcus Mariota and Bruce Irvin for your own. He's doing a giveaway along with 2 other cards. So all you got to do, head over to his channel. Like I said, the links are in the description. I have to give a big shout out to him again because he let me use these cards. And if you guys want to have a chance to win these, all you got to do is go ahead and over to his video. So now let's check out this NFL Combine team. The team has now been assembled of all of these players within the NFL Combine promo. You guys can see it has upped our overall to a 94. And again, all of these guys are only going to be staying on our team for just this episode because it is the Combine episode. Now, anyways, let's go through all these positions as fast as we can. Of course, you already saw the 96 overall Marcus Mariota at quarterback. I just showed you his stats again because his speed is affected by chemistries, which is now up to a 92. At running back, we've got Amir Abdullah, another guy with 92 speed. He also has a 95 juke move and elusiveness. At left tackle, we've got Eric Fisher, who's a 93 overall. He's got an 88 run block and a 96 impact block, which is pretty crazy to have. And of course, at tight end, you guys already saw this man, Jared Cook, but his stats again are affected by chemistry, so his catch and traffic is now up to an 87. Over on the defensive side, things get even crazier over here, man. I brought a lot of these defensive players from the Combine promo on to this team. At middle linebacker, I brought in another Combine standout player, Brian Cushing, who is up to a 94 overall. He's only got 86 speed, but I think we can make that work at middle linebacker, and he's got 91 tackling, which is another stat that is upgraded because of chemistries. At right outside linebacker, you already know we've got the beast, Bruce Irvin. Again, shout out to my man, Mad Skills. Unfortunately, none of his stats were really affected by the chemistries too much. But the final combine standout player I brought in is Byron Jones at free safety. He's got 94 speed at safety, which is crazy. The other safety I brought in was at strong safety. We've got Shamarko Thomas, who is a 92 overall, 93 speed, 95 pursuit. Over at the defensive line, only a couple positions left. We've got 92 overall defensive end Michael Johnson from the Bengals, 85 speed, 93 block shed, and a 92 finesse move, which is another stat that's upgraded. And finally, last but not least, the final player that we brought in is Bobby McCain at cornerback, who is up to a 93 overall. Another speedster within this promo, 93 speed, 94 acceleration, and a 93 zone coverage. All of these guys that have been brought into our team, like I said, I've got all of the chemistries active, at least up to tier number 1, that are with this combine promo. We've got the 40-yard dash, we've got the bench press, we've got vertical jump, broad jump, the 20-yard shuttle, and I believe the last one, is the 3-cone drill. So all of these players brought into our team, all of these chemistries are currently up to tier number 1, like I said. The team has now been completed. I think we've got some pretty deadly weapons on this team. Now it's time to go ahead and see how they perform all together on a team.
Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Game number 1 of the team that we have assembled with all of these combine players. Now the gameplay is going to be jumping around quite a bit, and that's just basically because I'm just trying to show you guys all of the big plays that all of these new players I added in are making for the team. And here's your example right here. Jared Cook on 3rd and 19. I'm not even sure how he picked up that first down. He should have been stopped, but he trucked through all those defenders and was able to pick up a first. Now, later on in this drive, on 4th and 2, I decided to go for it. And Amir Abdullah with 92 speed, I'm not really too sure how, like I said, a guy with 92 speed gets caught from behind by a defensive lineman. That doesn't make absolutely any sense. So on that drive, my opponent did score a touchdown. Not a great start that we're having, but here on the screenplay, this guy Amir Abdullah, let me tell you, man, he is so quick. I know he's only got 92 speed. He's not the fastest running back that we have in MUT, but with that 95 elusiveness as well, the dude was just making so many plays. You could see on the screenplay here on a rushing play into the second quarter, he picks up a 20-yard rush, but a few plays later on 3rd and 10, again, I just was not having the greatest start on offense, and that's also because I was using a new playbook. I was getting kind of tired of using the Saints offense. I was just feeling like I was seeing a lot of the same plays over and over again. So, and as we come back out on defense, let me tell you, man, these defensive players from this combine promo are unlike no other, man. They made so many plays for me. You can see Brian Cushing comes up with the hit stick, forces the fumble, and I believe that was Bobby McCain, the cornerback that we brought in from this promo as well, was able to go ahead and scoop and score. And on the following kickoff, back-to-back hit sticks for fumbles. That one is our backup strong safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who forces the fumble and takes it himself, scoops it up, and returns it for another touchdown. That is 14 unanswered points within, like, what was that, 15 or 20 seconds that we just got 2 touchdowns like that and are immediately back into this game. And, of course, back out on defense, like I said, you're going to be seeing a lot of plays just jump around. Immediately coming up with a user pick with Brian Cushing, that guy with only 86 speed. He's definitely a deadly user, man. I got to use him a lot. You'll see in the second episode, or I should say in the second gameplay, what I'm talking about. So Jared Cook, as we go back to him, he was absolutely trucking through all of these defenders. And then on the read option, I decided to pitch it to Matt Forte, who goes in completely untouched into the end zone. And we are now up in this game 21-7. We finally got our stride going with this new offense. And things just got worse for my opponent, man, as he came back out on defense. He tosses it up deep. That is another new combine player we brought in, Shamarko Thomas, coming out with the interception in the end zone. As we brought all the way down to the offense, or I should say we got all the way brought down to the 2-yard line. I just went with the fullback dive, and things were starting to go our way. Finally, we got a touchdown, and we are now up 28-7 in this game. And with only 28 seconds left in the second quarter, you guys are going to see on 1st and 10, we get another user pick with Brian Cushing, and that one was definitely pretty nice, man. A nice toe tap on the sideline, and after interception number 3 on this guy, he finally had enough, and we end this game off 28-7. Now going into game number 2, man, this is a wild one. I know it's going to be a little bit hard to follow, but just you guys just got to see all the plays that happen in this game. This is one of the craziest games I've ever played in my life so far in Madden. Now, this guy definitely started out pretty well. You know, on 1st and 10, this is the first play of the game. He rolls out with Aaron Rodgers, finds his running back, picks up a first down. But the thing with this dude is he did not change his play. He ran the same offensive play the entire game. And as he drove down the field, he throws another user pick to Brian Cushing. That is now his 3rd so far in this episode. Let me tell you, man, like I said, he only has 86 speed, but the users I had with this Brian Cushing card were absolutely insane. And back out on defense, man, after we did get the touchdown, like, my defense was just absolutely murdering this guy. We get a sack with Von Miller. Now it's Cameron Wake who comes up with the strip sack. And look at this, man. He just picks up the ball and walks into the end zone. Cameron Wake with the touchdown. That now puts us up by 2 touchdowns, and I kept going for fake field goals like an idiot. Actually, the first play, I decided to go for a field goal, but, like, the lag was so bad in this game that I missed my field goals. The second time, I tried going for a fake, didn't complete it, but back out on defense, man, I was starting to feel bad for this guy. That is now Bruce Irvin who comes up with an interception. That's interception number 2 now in this game alone. I want you guys to keep track of how many interceptions we get with this combine defense. 1st and 10.
Gotcha, bitch.
This guy made it way too easy, man. Jason went and just stood there like a dummy, and I jumped right in front of the route with Brian Cushing again. That is now 2 pick sixes for Brian Cushing, and I have never had this happen ever to me when I play Madden. It says that, like, for playing so well, it seems that, like, I should be in a higher skill range, and it said it was giving my opponent to, you know, let him rage quit the game, and I'm actually surprised, man. This guy didn't opt out. He decided to stay in this game and keep playing when, like, things like this kept happening. Like, I couldn't believe it. On 4th down, that's now our backup middle linebacker, Denzel Perryman, coming up with an interception of his own. That is now interception number 4 so far in this game.
Gotcha, bitch.
Look at the user picks that we were getting in this game, man. That is now free safety Byron Jones. He's getting a little action going now. He gets himself another interception. That's number 5 now in this game alone. And like I was saying, the reason you're not seeing too many offensive plays is just because I wasn't doing so well on offense, because I was using a new playbook. Like I said, I switched it up to the 49ers playbook. I'm still getting used to some of these plays, but that touchdown with Amir Abdullah puts us up now 28-0. And my opponent drove all the way down the field, got to the 6-yard line, and we get the hat trick with Brian Cushing. Another interception. That is now number 6 in this game. It was murder, man. Like, someone should have called the cops on me. Like, this just was not fair. And with 6 seconds left before halftime, we just throw it up to our new tight end, Jared Cook. One hand catch on the defender, goes up for an easy touchdown. 35-0 now, my opponent. And it was unfair, man. Like, I couldn't believe that my opponent even stayed this long in the game. Interception number 7. This is the 7th interception we've had on this guy, Bruce Irvin. That's his 2nd for this game. And we just constantly kept going back to this guy right here, Jared Cook, who was just shredding off defenders. It was easy for this guy. And on 2nd and goal, we go with Alshon Jeffrey on the slant route. That now puts us up 42-0 on my opponent. And once again, back out on defense.
Gotcha, bitch.
We get interception number 8 in this game. That makes interception number 4 alone for Brian Cushing. And after that pick, it was about time, man. My opponent finally paused this game and quit. It took this dude 8 interceptions to finally have enough and quit that game. So there it is, you guys. The combine episode with all of these players has been complete. It is safe to say that some of these dudes are absolutely unreal for their overall, especially this guy, Brian Cushing. Marcus Mariota performed, Jared Cook performed, a lot of our players, as well as Bruce Irvin. So again, one last quick shout out to my man Mad Skills. Be sure you guys go to check him out and of course enter his giveaway so you guys have a chance at winning that Mariota and Bruce Irving. Again, all of these players are going to be off of the team as now the combine episode has been officially wrapped up. And like I said, it's safe to say that some of these guys are pretty insane. So once again, thank you guys all so much for watching. Next episode, we're going to get back to our normal team and upgrade all of our linebackers. So once again, thank you guys all so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.